How's it going, everyone? This is Soul Finished here, and today I thought I would do a reaction to the new Tom Macdonald song. Now, for those of you who are familiar with my channel, you will know that I do not like Tom Macdonald's music at all. So depending on how this goes, I may not even upload this reaction video. This is actually the first solo Tom Macdonald song that he's released this year. He did an entire album with Adam Calhoun. Now, I don't think I've spoke about Adam Calhoun, but I cannot stand Adam Calhoun's music or his political stances. I think he is an idiot. But yeah, on Tom Macdonald, I don't really think he's that good of an artist. Some of his more personal songs I find enjoyable. I think I Wish is a really good song. Sober is a pretty good song. Hang On is another pretty good song of his. But overall, I'm not a fan of his music. I'm really especially not a fan of his political songs or songs on social issues. I tend to highly disagree with him a lot on those. And this new song he has is called The System. So I already know it's going to be political. And for those of you who are interested, my personal beliefs are more liberal lining, which is weird considering like 5 years ago I was extremely conservative. But my personal beliefs are more liberal, but my political, I'm more libertarian, you know. I really don't give a fuck how you live your life. But personally, I'm more liberal. But if you're conservative, that's perfectly okay, because I live in the Deep South, and nearly every other human I come into contact with is extremely conservative. So yeah, without further ado, let's just get into this. I'm not watching the music video, I am watching a lyrical video. If you hear any noise behind me, please forgive me. I am currently living with demons, also known as kittens, because my cat got pregnant, and they are very annoying right now. And they're right behind my door, doing God knows what. So anyway, if you hear stuff going on behind me, that's what that is. I am also, like I said, I'm watching a lyric video. I'm not watching the music video, so I can really catch all the lyrics. And there's no line audio. I'm just gonna let the speaker on my device get the audio to kind of help avoid copyright. Without further ado, let's just get straight into this reaction.
Welcome to the world, baby boy. I'll paint you red and white and blue. The indoctrination starts as soon as you come out the womb. Pretty quick will make you stupid with curriculums at school. And if the classroom doesn't do the trick, we'll make you watch the news. Pick your team, right or left. Take the red pill or the blue. You can vote, but even if you win, still everyone will lose. Don't forget to buy designer because Gucci makes you cool. We prioritize material belongings over truth. Get a job that you can stand to. You can buy some cans of food. Go overseas and die for freedom. There's some oil we can use. Our democracy exists so that you
Okay. Damn, Tom. You actually spitting facts for once. I'm shocked. I usually disagree with a lot, but right now, I'm actually agreeing with quite a lot of what Tom's saying, especially the military thing. Nearly every war America gets involved with usually has something to do with oil or some resource that we want. So far, I'm actually agreeing with this.
cool. We prioritize material belongings over truth. Get a job that you can stand to. You can buy some cans of food. Go overseas and die for freedom. There's some oil we can use. Our democracy exists so that you think that you can choose. But our algorithms make you do what we want you to do. What's the
Okay.
Society has you confused. We got medication for you that you'll probably abuse. Don't get me
Yes, bro. Actually, that is fucking facts right there, man. Wow, I actually really agree with that. There are a lot of people, including myself, that have suffered with mental depression, anxiety, and all that. And all they want to do is give you drugs for it. It's been proven that talk-based therapy, actual therapy, works a lot better, but that's not where the money's at. They just want to prescribe you drugs. In fact, a little over a year ago, I suffered a massive mental breakdown, and when I went to my doctor about it, all he did was give me these two different drugs. One that I was supposed to take in the morning to give me energy and help me feel good, and one I was supposed to take at night to help me relax and sleep. And I took them for maybe 2 weeks and I stopped because I just do not agree with drug-based therapy. I don't want pills controlling my life. no. So I definitely hardcore agree with what he just said about the medication.
Algorithms make you do what we want you to do. What's the problem? Your depressed society has you confused. We got medication for you that you'll probably abuse. Go get married to a lady who also don't have a clue, and pop out a few babies that are just the same as you. To the system, everyone's a victim. Doesn't matter if you're black or white, it hits you all.
Okay.
You're inside the system.
I'm actually liking this chorus.
Fighting for what's right, but somehow everyone is wrong. Welcome to the system. Everyone's a victim. Doesn't matter if you're black or white, it hits you all. You're inside the system. Violence is a symptom. Fighting for what's right, but somehow everyone is wrong.
Another big issue I have with Tom Macdonald's music is I find most of his choruses to be more on the bad side. A lot of times he'll have songs that sound somewhat good, but the choruses just sound awful. I actually like the chorus on this one. It fits the song. A lot of times his choruses don't really fit his songs, or they're not very well performed, or they're weirdly mixed compared to the rest of the song, but this one actually sounds pretty good. I'm impressed. I am actually impressed. I'm actually enjoying this Tom Macdonald song about politics. Because like I said, all the songs I mentioned before were all of Tom's non-political songs.
Everyone's a victim. Doesn't matter if you're black or white, it hits you all. You're inside the system. Violence is a symptom. Fighting for what's right, but somehow everyone is wrong. Welcome to the world, baby girl. I'll paint you pink if that's okay. We'll encourage self-destruction through the music that you play. We divided out of men by trying
Okay,
politics.
that's something I disagree with, the whole music thing. I mean, I can see music influencing you to a degree, but Tom often over-exaggerates that. I remember he had one song called Blame the Rappers, I think, where he tries to, oh, well, if your daughter grows up to be a whore or a hooker, blame the rap music. Or if a kid grows up to join a street gang, blame the rap music. You know, like, completely removing personal choice and parents from the situation. I think a lot of times it's really just the parents, because, you know, small children should not be listening to this kind of music, obviously. But I think when children are old enough to distinguish music as a form of entertainment from real life, you know, at that point, it's their own personal decision. Because I started listening to quote-unquote mumble rap like Lil Pump when I was in, like, 9th grade. And I'm not a drug addict. Lil Pump didn't make me do drugs. So, yeah, I kind of disagree with that, but I'm not sure if that's exactly what he meant by that specific lyric, but just wanted to throw that out there.
Welcome to the world, baby girl. I'll paint you pink if that's okay. We'll encourage self-destruction through the music that you play. We divided out of men by trying politics and race, and honestly, it's working awesome. So for you, we'll do the same. Never teaching you to love yourself, inject you full of hate, objectify your sexuality, then play before the raven. Weaponize the differences that make our men and women great. And just to screw with you, erase the genders. Everyone's the same. We'll empower you with rights to vote and fight for equal pay. Then have the men turn into women and you'll fight for them again. But you
I don't know about that.
figured out, but everything has changed. Welcome to the system. Please enjoy your stay. Here's a Bible and a bottle of the cheapest booze we make. Find a man who can take care of you to fill the holes we made. Buy a house to settle down, fulfill your duty, procreate, and make a couple babies who will also do the same. To the system, everyone's a
He kind of lost me a little bit on this verse where he's talking about the girls, but a lot of it I don't have much comment for. But yeah, whatever. It is what it is. I don't have much to say about that.
Doesn't matter if you're black or white, it hates you all. You're inside the system. Violence is a symptom. Fighting for what's right, but somehow everyone is wrong. Welcome to the system. Everyone's a victim. Doesn't matter if you're black or white, it hates you all. You're inside the system. Violence is a symptom. Fighting for what's right, but somehow everyone is wrong. Welcome to the world, everybody. I'ma paint you black and white. I'ma make you hate each other so that everyone will fight.
Okay.
I'ma give you all religion, let the righteous find the light, but I will also give you science to oppose the word of Christ. And I'ma give you borders, they're imaginary lines. If you cross them, go to war and win when everybody dies.
Yes, bruh. Countries' borders are completely man-made. I don't know why that there's so much fighting over borders and all that when they're made up by humans. No other animal on this planet bothers with. Well, I mean, there's some that have territory and all that kind of stuff, but like a lot of this political stuff that all these countries fight over is just stupid. You know, like how in the Middle East you constantly have countries fighting over religion. Like, can't people just respect that they have differences of religion? Like, you know, like I said, I have more liberal beliefs, but I'm perfectly okay with respecting someone of different beliefs. Now, when you try to put other people down and call them stupid for having different beliefs, I have a problem with that. But I don't understand why people just can't respect that other people have different feelings and different beliefs. It's what makes us human. It's what makes us all different. Not every person is going to think alike. Not every person can think alike. And, you know, whenever society as a whole, and I'm talking the entire human race, learns to accept that, that will be glorious. But I don't think society will ever accept that.
Just find the light, but I will also give you science to oppose the word of Christ. And I'm gonna give you borders, they're imaginary lines. If you cross them, go to war and win when everybody dies. And I'm gonna give you money that you'll value more than life, and let the 1% have everything while you fight to survive. And
yes,
bro.
Right. Like, literally the top, I think in 2020 or 2021, the top 1% of the richest people in America made like half of the entire money that was made in that year, which doesn't make sense. It's basically trying to say that the richest people made the most money when you have people like, I don't understand that. Because like, you have these billionaires and trillionaires that can't just spare a tiny amount of their wealth to help people that are barely making it by. You know, especially when you have people that, you know, got arrested for drugs or something, and now society basically rejects them because of that. That's why there's a lot of people that choose to be homeless, because they made one mistake and society just abandons them and treats them like trash. You know, so it's like some homeless people, like, why would I want to try and rejoin a society that doesn't even want me in it, you know? So, like I said, Tom Macdonald is actually speaking a lot of facts to this one. I find most of his political songs kind of stupid, but I'm actually agreeing with a lot of stuff he's saying here. And he's also kind of looking at it like me, where both sides are evil. It's like, I really can't stand when the right, the conservatives, want to talk about, oh, the liberals are so evil, they're trying to brainwash our children. Yet you have conservatives that force their 4-year-olds to dress up as Donald Trump, or force their 4-year-olds to say, Donald Trump is the best president. Man, your 4-year-old kid don't even know who Donald Trump is. How the hell, how is it okay for you to brainwash your kids to be conservative, but it's so wrong for liberals to do the same thing? Like, honestly, I don't think children should be taught politics at all, personally. You know, I feel like politics should not be taught to children until they're like 15, 16. Whenever they're old enough to start forming their own opinions and really understanding it, that's when I think that children should be taught politics. I definitely think that children need to be taught politics, but not at a young age to where you're just going to brainwash them with stuff that they don't even understand. So, yeah, I'm actually agreeing with a lot of what he's saying.
So that everyone will fight. I'm gonna give you all religion, let the righteous find the light, but I will also give you science to oppose the word of Christ. And I'm gonna give you borders, they're imaginary lines. If you cross them, go to war and win when everybody dies. And I'm gonna give you money that you'll value more than life, and let the 1% have everything while you fight to survive. And then I'll give you politics, I'll call it left and right. And while you divide yourselves, I will conquer both the sides. Can't
okay.
I'm the system, my whole purpose is divide. What you choose will never matter, because everything is mine.
Facts, bro. Facts. Wow. Like, that is honestly true. Like, a lot of things, it doesn't matter what you do, because the systems are constantly against you. If you're not, like, part of the top elite, it's impossible to win. It's almost impossible to truly win. They may give you, like, a few little cookies here and there to build your confidence and give you a false hope, but, you know, it's one of those things where, like, it's almost impossible to really succeed when all the systems are built against you. And it's not even just against one race. There are definitely, you know, like, for years, African Americans, people of color, black, however you want to say it, for years they were given more of a disadvantage. And I still think in a lot of areas, black people are at more of a disadvantage compared to white people. But, you know, every race has to face its own problems. And yeah, like, you know, like I said, it doesn't matter if you're black or white, it's against everyone. Like I said, it definitely affects other races more, but at the end of the day, we're all struggling. And that's why, you know, we need to, like, screw the race, you know, screw racists on all parties. You know, white racists are stupid, black people who are racist against white people are stupid, because we're all struggling, we're all just trying to survive, we're all just trying to make it, you know.
The system, everyone's a victim. Doesn't matter if you're black or white, it hates you all. Here inside the system, violence is a symptom. Fighting for what's right, but but somehow everyone is wrong. Welcome to the system.
I think this might be the last chorus. I don't know if there's anything past this. I really do like this chorus though.
Everyone's a victim. Doesn't matter if you're black or white, it hits you all. Here inside the system, violence is a symptom. Fighting for what's right, but somehow everyone is wrong.
Okay, that was The System by Thomas Macdonald. I actually enjoyed that song. I agree with a lot of stuff Tom says, and it kind of proves a point. Like, for the longest time, Tom Macdonald has kind of pandered to a more conservative audience. And I feel like he was just doing that because he knows that the majority of his... if you actually saw me pick that shoe up, I was using that to prop up my Switch. I was watching this on a Nintendo Switch, by the way. And I was using this old shoe to hold it up. So, yeah. That's why this is here. Don't judge me. But, you know, actually, he took a more middle approach, kind of like saying both sides are evil, which I think is true. Even though I have more liberal beliefs, I think at the core of it, the Democratic Party is evil. And I don't agree with every Democrat out there. You know, like there are ones like Beto O'Rourke, who I think is a fucking moron. But I actually agree with a lot of stuff Tom said. He kind of reminded me of some of the stuff that George Carlin used to say. If those who don't know, George Carlin is a comedian and public speaker who spoke a lot on politics, religion, the system, and I agree with a lot of things that George Carlin would say, and this actually reminds me a good bit of George Carlin. But yeah, I actually really like this song. Like I said before, I find a lot of Tom's songs on politics or social issues to be kind of stupid and pandering to a specific audience, like saying things that a specific group wants to hear and having a more narrow-minded view. But this one I actually really enjoyed. I don't know if his fans will like it as much since he's not blindly pandering to their beliefs. But I actually liked this song. I actually really did. So, yeah. That pretty much wraps up this video. For those of you who are new to my channel, I make videos on all kind of stuff. I make videos on various topics that go on in hip-hop. I also make videos on other topics, whatever I feel like mostly. And I also make music, so I'm mostly a rapper, but I do dabble some in some other genres like hyperpop. My last album is out. It's been out for about a month. I'm really proud of that project, so I'd really appreciate you guys checking that out. There's a playlist called Therapy. That's what my album is called. You can go to my channel, find it. Really appreciate checking out some of my music. Yeah, that pretty much wraps up this video. Peace!